This is episode 219, Beginner's Guide to Strength Training. Welcome everybody to another episode here in Body Mind Transformation by Custom Body Fitness. This is your health coach, Sandro Torres. And today I'm going to give you a guide to strength training. It's important before you start to make the best research you can do or hire a capable professional who can help you get there. Why is so important? Because I bet you are in the preparation stage. So this is the most difficult. This one in the action stage. There is 5 stages to behavioral change. Pre-contemplation, contemplation. There is preparation, action, and maintenance. And preparation and action are the most dangerous. You can relapse and go back where you started or never make a move again. So make sure you get the right information. And right here, I'm going to just give you the guide on the basics so you can start with the right foot. But once again, my biggest recommendation is to hire a professional. But if you want to do it on your own, first, start with a clear purpose. Why you want to strengthen your body. Know your limitations. Design a realistic program. Schedule your workout. Learn proper techniques. Then take actions. And lastly, be patient. So I am going to give you those step by step and how you should be following every single step with details so you can start in your journey. So without further introduction, let's listen to the talk. Welcome everybody to another talk here with your health coach Sandro Torres. Today I'm going to give you guidance for beginners for strength training. If you decided to listen to this talk, that means that you are ready to change. I'm going to tell you a couple things about the behavioral change theory. There are 5 stages. The first one is pre-contemplation, second contemplation, third one preparation, fourth one action, and fifth one is maintenance. You are in the preparation stage, which is the third one, and it's a good and very exciting stage. In this stage you're going to learn a lot, but also it's one of the most dangerous. This one in the action stage, you can relapse, you can go back to pre-contemplation, you can go back to contemplation and never take another step again, or take you very long to get back again to preparation. And the reason is because if you get the wrong information, or if you get hurt when you're taking action, or if you're not sure what you're doing and it seems like impossible for you, it's gonna be hard, you're gonna drop everything, and that's the reason why you're gonna relapse. Then you may give yourself another opportunity in the future, but it all depends on the experience that you had and how resilient you are and so many other factors. So what I'm trying to tell you with this is that you're in a very exciting stage, but make sure you get the right information and make sure you do everything right to avoid relapses and you can get to your goal faster. So the first thing that you should take into consideration is why do you want to become stronger? Why you want to train? Why you want to do a strength training? There are so many reasons, right? But it's important for you to have it clear in your head. Is it because you want to compete? You want to do professional weightlifting? Is it because you want to tone your body? Is it because you want to have a longer lasting life and you want to be strong and healthy? Is it to impress the ladies? Is it because you see people getting older and they don't seem to have the strength and you want to have the strength? Why is the reason? Once you find the reason, that's how you're going to be training. Because competing in powerlifting is different to doing bodybuilding, and bodybuilding is different to having a higher quality of life when you're training. So even though the programs are going to be kind of similar, you are going to change a couple things, a couple key things that are important for every single program design that you're going to create. So that's the first thing you want to have in the list. Second, do you have any limitations? Here at Custom Body Fitness, we had a couple members, they had limitations such as fused ankle. That's one of the examples, such as a knee replacement. Back in the times, right now, they're making this knee replacement where you can do the whole range of motion. Before there were the knee replacement, you couldn't go down about 90 degrees and no bigger angle than that. So those are a couple of limitations that you can think about. So when you think about limitations, think about real limitations. Know about a fear that you have or a pain that you have, which are different. But when you have a real limitation, then take it into consideration. Talk to your doctor, to your physical therapist, do some research about what you can do. That limitation should not stop you for you to become stronger, but you want to design a plan that it goes with the limitation and work around it, or find out the things that you can do to improve that limitation, or like I said, work around it overall. Once that happened, the next thing is learn the exercises that you need to do. For example, you need to work out all your big muscle groups. You need to work out your biceps, your triceps, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your hamstrings, your quadriceps, your calves, your glutes, your core, and so on. Those are the biggest muscle groups that you need to work out. You can do exercises that trigger many big muscle groups at once, such as the clean, the deadlift, squats. You can do many functional exercises, or you can trigger every single big muscle group, such as screw up, overhead tricep extension, chest press, and so on. So you need to know what exercises you are going to perform and what muscles those exercises actually work out. So those are the exercises that you need to keep in mind. Also, there is one more thing. If you are doing bodybuilding, for example, well, leg extension, it's gonna help you. Leg curls are going to help you. But if you're competing and doing powerlifting, leg extension and leg curls may not be the best exercises that you want to perform. You probably want to do deadlift, squat, bench press, and things that you perform when you go out there and compete. Now, another thing that you want to keep in mind, if you want to have a healthy life, long lasting life, you want to become stronger, you want to have functional exercises. Also, to increase your testosterone as a woman and as a man, because those are important hormones that you need to grow your muscle, as an example. So then you need heavy lifting. You need squats, you need deadlift, you need Romanian deadlift, you need these exercises, which leg curls and leg extension are not going to trigger that testosterone release like squat, as an example, in deadlift, they do. So those are some examples about the exercises that you want to keep in mind when you are going to design your program. Now that you have the three first steps, which are know why you're doing strength training, finding out any limitations, and knowing the exercises that you need to perform, now you need to design a program that fits your lifestyle. You have a specific lifestyle. You may be a high school student, you may be an entrepreneur, you may be a housewife, you might be a person who's employed from 8 to 5. You have different schedules, you have different needs, and you have different priority and tasks. So therefore, you're gonna have so much time for you to exercise. If you are a high school student, for example, you might have more time. You might be able to exercise 5, 6 times a week. So you can design a program where you can divide the muscle group and do 2 groups per day and take the hour to completely work out those muscle groups that you're working out in those 6 days. But it's different if you are a busy entrepreneur. If you are that person and only have 3 hours a week, so then instead of exercising 5 to 6 times a week, you may want to exercise 3 times a week. So you need to create a whole body workout every session that you get out there and go to the gym, because you only spending 3 hours a week. So different needs for different persons, right? You need to find out your lifestyle. Remember, the best workout is not the best for you. The best workout is the best that fits your lifestyle. So make sure when you design your program, you don't follow as a housewife. You're not gonna follow the high school student program that he's exercising probably 5 6 times a week. You probably also need 3 times a week, and therefore you're not going to be able to divide your muscle groups, two big muscle groups per week. You probably need to do a whole body workout. So now make sure you design a plan that fits your lifestyle. Next, we need to schedule you exercise. Don't wish you're gonna make it. Don't wish you're gonna exercise whatever hour, maybe at lunch, maybe at night, maybe in the morning. No, it's not gonna happen. You always gonna find excuses not to go exercise. So set it up in your schedule. Make sure you have a partner that you can go exercise, hire a personal trainer, have a group or whatever, but make sure you are consistent with that schedule, so you can develop the habit and becomes automatic in the future. But you want to schedule it, otherwise you're not going to make it. Next step, I believe, which is the most important, is take action. If you don't take action, all the planning doesn't really matter. You need to get out there and start performing the exercises. That's the reason why you schedule your program, your workout, because you want to make sure you get out there and you do it. So take action. Don't wait anymore. Don't think about it too much. If it's not going to be perfect, if you want things to be even better by you designing it alone, so then hire a personal trainer, which is going to give you a lot more tools. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you mistakes, and you're gonna get faster to your goal. And one more thing, you're not gonna be wondering if it's working or not. It's gonna be working, and your health coach, your professional, should be telling you what to spend. And lastly, be patient, disciplined, consistent. And the reason why this is important, because becoming strong is not overnight. It takes a lot of time. I tell you that by experience. So if you are not patient, you're gonna get desperate. You're gonna drop everything because you don't think it's working. Yeah, you're gonna see results. You're gonna be becoming stronger every month, every 2 3 months, whatever. But it's not gonna be something drastic. You're gonna see the difference, but it's not gonna be something drastic. And maybe other people are gonna see it more than you see it, and little by little you're going to see your body transform. You're going to see yourself gaining strength and becoming stronger. So you need to be very patient. You need to be disciplined and consistent, because if you miss one of those, so then it's not going to happen for you. So that's the guidance for you to start your strength training program. Follow that. Of course, there is things that you need to research that I'm not going to give you in this talk. As an example, what exercises you should be working for your bicep, for your tricep, for your shoulder, and so on. I have other talks that I talk about that. You can go to our gallery and check that out. I have a talk where I help you how to design your program if you actually working two big muscle groups a day, of you doing a whole body workout 3 times a week. So that's an example right there. And you have other people that give you more tools. You can do that. Or by the end, once again, if you want to save headache, if you want to save mistakes, if you want to get faster to your goal, you want to make sure you're doing the right thing, hire a personal trainer. Is going to help you to achieve your goals in a faster, efficient way. Thank you so much for continue With me, for now, your health coach Sandro Torres says bye. Remember to share, like, and comment. This is it for today. Hopefully you like it. Please start strong. Don't give up. Stay focused. I know it's gonna be difficult in the beginning, but if you do it slowly and you stay focused, you are going to make it. The whole point out of this and your preparation stage is that you take the right steps so you don't relapse. Then in the actions stage gets exciting. You just have to overcome that fear, make that fear exciting, and you'll get to your goals. So apply that. Thank you so much. Remember to stay close to God, mentally and physically healthy, and we're gonna tune in the next episode. For now, your health coach Sandro Torres says bye.